Okay, salut les filles. So we're just gonna have a look now at the question I set you yesterday. Okay, so there was comprehension on page 80, says page 96. So first one here is like where do the French spend their holidays? So we have 35% spent by the sea. So this box was the box up here. So la mer, 35% by the sea. In the city was la ville, 30%. In the countryside, à la campagne was 28%. In the mountains, 7%, that was la montagne, and 22% sur le camping, 22% on the campsite, okay? That was the first bit, okay? The second bit then was the popularity of the regions. So the first one was, I had to actually look these up myself, and these are on page 74, page 74. The first one, the south is le Occitan, and that was 22%. The southwest was Nouvelle-Aquitaine with 15% or 15%. The southeast was the Côte d'Azur, so that's where a lot of people go on holidays. You see it on TV a lot, 20%. Paris was the Ile-de-France for 14%. And in the northwest, let me just check my light movement. The northwest, you can see that. The northwest was Bretagne with 10%, with 10%. All right. So that was the first bit. Okay. So I hope that went on okay for you. What I want you to do for today is I want you to do two things for today. Okay. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to have a look at this listing here, mes vacances. Okay. So 4 jeunes parlent de leurs vacances. Écoute l'audio et complète le tableau. So listen to 4 French people speak about their holidays. Listen to the audio and complete the table. So I'll send that out to you in a file. So please have a look at that there. Okay. The next thing I want to have a quickly look at then is, so try that at home. I'll put the answers up online again. First thing we've got here is sondage dans la classe. So it's class survey. Obviously we can't do this, okay? But what I want you to do is just want to highlight some of the vocab as well, and maybe just make a note of some of these into your copy. Okay. The first one goes numéro 1 is en ville, in town. Okay. À la campagne, at the countryside. Au bord de la mer, seaside. En montagne, in the mountains. Okay, so you would see these a lot in an email typically, okay? Numéro 5, chez mon oncle, with my uncle. Okay, so now chez means with, but here when you have chez moi, for instance, my house, chez mon oncle, my uncle's house, okay? 6, chez ma tante, in my aunt's house. 7, chez mes cousins, so at my cousin's house. Chez mes grands-parents, at my grandparents' house. Now we've got the countries. En Ireland. En Angleterre, England. So just be careful there, that one. En France, in France, same spelling. En Espagne, Spain. Right, be careful. These all have en because they are feminine. Now we're going to au Portugal, yeah, because Portugal is masculine, okay? Au Îles Canaries, so the Canary Islands. Au États-Unis, that's America. And dans les jardins chez nous, so in our garden, in our house. So just make a note of those, especially these ones here. Au bord de la mer, en montagne, and the countries. Maybe note those into your copies as well. The last little thing I want you to have a look at, so make a note of this. The last thing I want you to have a look here at is this comprehension here, okay? So deux sites touristiques, 2 tourist areas. So, Les Saint-Mouchin et un petit île rocheuse. So this is this very famous, if you Google this here, this is a very famous place in France, okay? So it's a small island in rocheuse, okay, rocky island, okay, dans une grande baie de la Manche, in a large bay in La Manche, and that's La Manche is an area in France, okay. On peut visiter, one can visit. So I want you to just underline that, okay, one can visit. L'abbaye de Mont Saint-Michel, so this Mont Saint-Michel, okay. Une statue de Saint-Michel est placée au sommet de l'église et de l'abbaye. So this statue of Saint Michael is placed at the summit of the church of the abbey, so it's at the very top, okay? C'est les sites les plus fréquentés de Normandie. So fréquenté means frequented, I suppose. In this sense here, it means visited. Okay. Il attire, so it attracts 2,5 million de tourists, so 2.5 million tourists. Just remember, in France, they don't say point, they say virgule, so 2 points, so virgule here, 2.5 million, okay? Il vient voir son site unique, so they come to see, they viennent, so this is the verb venir, to come, son site unique, this unique site, okay? Il admire aussi son architecture, they also admire its architecture. Le pont du Gard, so this is le pont du Gard. Le pont is a bridge, du Gard. Okay. Le pont du Gard est un pont aqueduct. So it's an aqueduct. You probably learned about these in history. Okay. So it's like a waterway. Il est situé tout près de Nîmes, dans le département du Gard, dans le sud de la France. So it's very close to Nîmes in the department, or remember the department here is your county, like the equivalent counties or regions, yeah. Du Gard, so the department or the county of Gard, dans le sud de la France, in the south of France. Le pont a été construit au premier siècle. So the bridge was built, constructors constructed or built in the first siècle. I want you to underline that there, siècle, in the first century. Pour apporter le eau à la ville, to bring. That's another word I want you to make a note of here. Apporter, to bring. Construite sur 3 niveaux, built, oh sorry, go back again. Une ville importante for an important town. Construite sur 3 niveaux, built on 3 levels. Ce pont aqueduc impressionne les 1,1 million de touristes, so the 1.6 million tourists qui visitent le site chaque année, who visit the site every year. I just want you to underline here, chaque année, every year. So what I want you to do for today's class is I want you to just do the listening at the top of the page here. I'll send you out that file. Okay, I'm going to not download it, but you just click on the link. I was going to send out you a link. And then the second thing I want you to do then is I want you to just watch over the video, make a note of the vocab, any new vocab like on peut visite, chaque année, apporter, to bring, siècle, century. So make a note of those there and just do the questions at the bottom. All right, and then the last little thing, see this green box? Just make a note of any new vocab we've got there into your copy as well. Is that okay? Merci beaucoup, les filles.